Noon the show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith. Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie as we begin this day at 69. And Odie, it's going to be warm.
It is going to get hot, but might get a little damp too.
Not today.
Oh, wait a minute. What's today?
Today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. That's coming tomorrow.
It's going to be sunny all day, 93 with a heat index of 97. Now we got storms tomorrow afternoon, and then Thursday even more as the temperatures then start going down into the 80s. So you'll be ready. You may want a jacket at 83 because we don't know how that feels around here.
That's tough, but it's kind of good because that's the pressure pushing down. We want them hurricanes that's
stay away
down there to push away more north and west.
So far, we've been extremely lucky on that. We got 3 systems out there now. Gabrielle is a Category 4, Cat 4. We've got another system at 80%. And another at 30, and all of that could change here in the next little bit as National Hurricane Center does their next update. We'll see what becomes of that.
We just have to pray about it.
Yeah, we need bunches of that there. Did you see out in San Francisco they had a 4.3 earthquake?
No, I missed that. I don't keep up with a whole lot of California news.
But I'm afraid it might drop off and we could go make a good investment there in the next state.
Well, I've been thinking about trying to find some of that oceanfront property there in Nevada.
Yeah. Seriously, one day it may be. You know something else you don't do?
What's that?
Well, I've seen it around here, and the police is always sent out for it. Or there's somebody puts, what is it, a laser? Is that what it is?
Yeah, laser pointer.
Yeah, what's the one helicopter that you don't do that at?
I'd say Marine One.
That'd be it. Somebody's in jail. They done pointed a laser at Trump and
we got sound going.
Yep. Oh yeah.
It's not us. It's this time, Jerry.
Yes, sir. I'll show you the right there. See those little doodaddies getting it?
It's a moving back and forth.
Says it works there, but he's in jail now for pointing that. You don't do it. You can't do it here. We've seen it out at the airport.
Oh yeah. And these aircrafts are equipped where you can just touch where that came from, and you automatically get GPS coordinates, and they can go straight to you right there from the ground. You're not going to hide. If you think you in the woods with a pointer, you just pointed yourself out.
Pointed yourself out.
They know where you're at.
Ooh. What do we got? Any bets so far this week on Ole Miss? What are the Vegas odds?
I hadn't looked, but they're way up there. Let me look at that and see what the odds
Some people go
are.
with the stock market while others go with Vegas. And I'm just curious if there's something there.
Yeah, let's see here.
What are the odds on this game?
Ole Miss 2.5 point favorite.
Huh.
So
there you go. LSU is who they're playing, correct?
that's right. The Corn Dogs.
Why you call them the Corn Dogs?
I don't know exactly why the Corn Dogs.
Odie, I'm gonna be careful with that now.
Well, that's what they go by. Everybody in Ole Miss up there has ordered more corn dogs at the restaurant.
You ever seen a Cajun when he really got mad?
Turnabout. What is it with the corn dogs, brother? I just got to know.
That don't make sense. I'd say gator meat or I don't know. Corn dog, yeah.
I hear RW likes corn dogs.
I'm gonna say all we need is more cowbell, and it would fix anything.
Yeah, people go deaf over here and that stuff.
If you've never been to one of them games, oh my gosh.
Charlene, make sure yours is well put together before you take yours back.
All right, and I mentioned this on the first show this morning, Jimmy Kimmel. ABC has given him the all clear to come back, but I said there's a catch to it. The people that matter, Sinclair Broadcasting, they have 40 ABC networks in major cities across the USA. They're still not going to air a show. And the head of it said if he will make a public apology to the Kirk family, they will start airing it again. But until then, they're not airing it. We'll see if they hold it, but at least they're holding their ground in the beginning. and not doing it.
I mean, if you've got that big of a market, I'm sure their ratings have gone down, which means their advertising dollars have dropped during that time frame.
Well, maybe they were, they've been airing something else, and they may have put Andy Griffith on there and rating shot up.
Well, I mean, you got somebody saying, "Hey, I'll buy advertising during that spot." I mean, that may be an hour that you don't have anybody saying, "I want to buy a 30-second spot there."
ABC and all of this, it becomes a thin line of what is not acceptable and what is free speech. I totally understand some people getting upset over free speech, but when somebody dies, respect is all I'm saying on that. But we'll watch Sinclair and see what they do over the next few days there.
I pulled this up, and I wanted to go and look, and I didn't. But Rosie O'Donnell, she said something and got fired from a network.
Rosie?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember what she said, but they fired her from the network. And Jimmy Kimmel at the time, and I'm trying to find that quote.
You're not getting her confused with Roseanne, are you?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because I've never known Rosie to really have a show. Is she really an actress?
She's not much of one. But anyway, he says, look, what she said was not good, and because you got kicked off of the air, that's because of something that you did on your own, and it's about time. And now it's come back to haunt him, but now everybody else is fighting, saying, hey, that's not right.
Really, I've been sitting here straining my head, and was it Hairspray or something that she was in? Rosie O'Donnell, I can't think of it. I'm getting others saying it was Roseanne.
Roseanne, okay.
Because Roseanne did get fired because of something she said.
Hairspray. That's it. It was like a play or something that they turned into a movie or something.
It was a movie, and then they turned it into a Broadway.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't really good, but I don't know if that was her or not. I can't remember. It was this woman with big hair.
I remember hearing something about it, but I didn't watch it. It wasn't my type.
Yeah.
But, Kimmel wasn't, he didn't care about her.
No, he didn't.
Said it was time to go, and now he's having to eat his own cake.
Somebody else got fired, and I'm shocked I haven't heard something out of the White House. The 250th celebration of the military is coming up.
Yeah.
Trump handpicked this guy from Fox News that was there to lead it, to put it together. And he asked the board of the 250K commission to allow him to make a post online asking for prayers for Charlie Kirk. They didn't answer him, and he went ahead and posted it on the page, and they fired him over it. And I'm shocked I haven't heard Trump say something on this.
Okay.
I haven't. But the 250 celebration, who's going to take over? I don't know. Maybe it'll be reinstated, but that was a shocker to me. You're right.
I'm that kind of dumbfounds me how you do that.
I don't know how Richard knew this, but it was Ricky Lake. They did resemble each other a little bit there. So let me back up again. What has Rosie O'Donnell ever done that I might know?
She was a comedian.
Was she?
Oh, she was in Flintstones, Bob. She played Betty.
I ran into him at the co-op the other day, and he was telling me just how he thought those little Flintstones were hot. Bob's all... I didn't realize this about Bob, what had him thinking that. I know that.
Now he knows.
On the way.
She did have an afternoon show.
So it was more or less, she was a talk show host, comedian maybe?
Yeah, started out comedian and then went and did, I guess, Flintstones, and then had that little afternoon show thing.
I just never knew her to be. So I'm not going to see her in Heart to Heart or anything like that.
No, she's
Delta Force, she wasn't on there.
No.
Chuck Norris saving her or nothing like that.
No, she'd be on the other side.
Coming up, we've got a tour that we're going to tell you about. We do it once a year in Meridian, and if you've never done this, you really need to come out to the cemetery. We're going to tell you all about Rose Hill here in just a moment.
Yeah, history, the fun part, making
Yes, sir.
it fun.
And Odie's going to take up one of those yelling parts. We'll be right back.
When your AC goes out, your sink leaks, or your breakers are tripping, you need help fast from someone you can trust. That's why we work hard to have the fastest service times and the most knowledgeable technicians in Central Mississippi. Our promise to you, at your door in under 24. So don't wait days for others to show up. Call Environment Masters for hassle-free plumbing, electrical, and AC. At your door in under 24. Because it's not cool to make you wait.
Garrett Outfitters on 8th Street is getting you ready for summertime. A large selection of cool hobo shirts. Maybe it's short sleeves. Maybe you need a pair of shorts. If you're going to be cutting grass or maybe riding a tractor this summer, you're going to need a straw hat to keep cool. And as you head to that favorite fishing hole, don't forget you'll need a pocket knife along with a great rod and reel. And if you earn your living in the woods, don't forget to check out their big selection of snake boots, Carhartt pants, and shirts for any occasion. It's Garrett Outfitters, 3505 8th Street, Meridian.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. We did get an answer, and Rosie did appear in something. It was the Tom Hanks TV or movie rather, where those women played baseball during the war. The name of it wasn't Major League, but it was something. And they recently did a remake on it to where they took. This is, I hate to even have to say this out loud.
A League of Their Own.
Correct. League of Their Own was the name of it.
Yeah.
The remake, they took it even more left than it was in the beginning.
There was a
and
remake
made it,
to it?
Oh, yeah. And they made them to where they all were in love with each other. You know where I'm going with that?
Oh.
Yeah. It was about baseball.
Talking about being ambidextrous and switching for both sides.
I ain't commenting on that. I'm just sitting here drinking my little coffee, thinking about a tour. Did you hear him this morning doing that?
I did, but I think you should give him a raise.
It was clever, wasn't it?
It was rather clever. I'll just have to make this announcement this morning that Rosie will not be on the tour this year.
It ain't happening.
Although we did need a lady in a coffin. You know, I do have a coffin, but we didn't select her.
Have you already got somebody to lay in the coffin?
Yes.
Wasn't that big of a coffin.
That's true.
Now that you bring that up, you're right. That is a smaller.
It's a small coffin. Well, that was one of the qualifications. You had to be able to fit in the coffin.
I was going to nominate Shirley Buckley to come lay in it if you would let me, but you know.
Yeah, well, what happened on that, I came up with this idea, and it's true. All of our stories are true. There was a young woman who requested to be buried in her wedding dress, and she wanted her bridesmaids and her groom and the minister and someone playing the violin all around her. There in the cemetery. You know, they used to have a lot of the ceremony in the cemetery, but that's what she wanted in the cemetery.
But she never got married while alive. Died before wedding?
No, she was married.
Okay.
She was married. And so I'm thinking, gosh, that would be so neat to have that in the cemetery. And then, you know, Hubs, I don't pay attention to him, but he said, now, Ann, don't you know that's a little wild to have an open coffin, which we did have one. The little theater had given us a Victorian-looking coffin. They just didn't have room for it, and so we stored it in our storage area. And so here we go, and I thought, well, it was easy, you know, putting the other parts together, but the young woman in the coffin, I'm thinking, I will never find any young woman that would lay in a coffin after dark
in the cemetery.
In the cemetery. And I had so many young girls that wanted to do that. So many. but she had to be small enough to fit in the coffin. And the dress we found, wedding dresses back in around 1906, which is when this woman died, were pastel colors. So we had to come up with that. But there again, we were able to find one that would fit her. And so, as far as I know, this is all going to take place on Saturday evening.
Well, come sit. And again, what we're referring to here is Rose Hill Cemetery. It's a landmark here in the Meridian area that sits just off of 8th Street going up the big hill where the light poles try to jump out in front of you there going up that hill.
Yeah, they're
tight.
right there on the
It's
edge.
tight. And y'all do a tour and talk about the most famous people that were from our area that are buried there.
We do. We tell a lot of those stories, but that's a 10-acre cemetery. We're still just trying to bring more and more new stories into our repeats. Of course, there's some of the stories we will never pull out and put back in, and that is the gypsies. And what a story that is.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
The last 2 men hanged in Lauderdale County.
They're there.
They're there. Well, we tell that story. And, Mayor Dial, I don't know if y'all remember your history, but he was the most...
Paving the streets and
That's right.
the
and
sidewalks.
bringing in a sewage system.
Yeah.
Now, that's important, y'all. That
Correct.
is important.
We've been working on that lately.
Well, we still are working on that. But, so Mayor and Mrs. Dial will be there, and those founders, those awful founders, because they do argue with each other, and
Messed our roads up.
well, that's true. If you're going along and it's a crazy turn, then you've met Mr. Ball and Mr. Ragsdale.
But that's the part of this tour, is this is done in person, and they're
Yes.
telling the story of why this road
That's
was
right.
developed this way and why this road was developed that way, and the entire gypsy story. Why do we have the Queen of the Gypsies and the King of the Gypsies buried here?
Yes.
What was the history that brought them back? And
That's
this is
right.
very interactive. I mean, people see this played out while they walk through. A huge success. And I would love to see teachers, wink, wink,
Wink, wink.
give
yes.
credits, extra points or something to students who go to. This is a major history lesson right here in our own home.
It is, and we do have a few students that come through, but I encourage that through the school system. Of course, it's on a Saturday, so we can't call it actually a field trip, but I encourage them because I've had mamas tell me later, my son heard you or storytelling or somewhere else or even at the cemetery tour, and he told me all about this certain part of the history. So you will never forget it if you see it played out and in that costume, that period costume. But y'all, this is my last year to be the director.
You're
there.
moving, huh?
It is my last 17 years this old gal's been tromping around that cemetery.
Who's going to take your place?
Leanne Lewis. Do y'all know Leanne?
I don't think I
I
do.
guess
Maybe by face.
Her dad was police chief here one time. Lewis.
Oh, yeah,
Greg.
yeah, Jeff and Greg, or Greg, and then Jeff, I guess, would be the
brother
uncle.
folks,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I just have, I'm just busy. Next year will be America 250, and the city, I'm on that committee, and we're already putting ideas together for, it's what, 4 months away.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one of the things will be Mrs. Washington's cake baking contest, and I invite you two to bake a cake.
Have you ever seen me near a kitchen? We would have a
Well, that
problem,
may be
Houston.
more
I
fun.
can win that one.
Jody gonna win it.
More fun.
I am only good at licking the, what do you call those bitters? The beaters?
Yeah,
The bitters?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty good at that.
I've always been given those. Every kid should have that opportunity in
They
life.
should.
All right, we're getting asked an important question.
Okay.
And then during this tour, is Ward going to be there with the caterpillar on
Yes,
his
he
lip?
will. He absolutely will. You may not recognize him, but he will be there.
And then Michelle Griffith played the Queen there
did.
many a times.
She did. Michelle certainly did.
Yep. And so much activity.
And the last, the only woman buried in the Confederate mound. That's a fun story. And then the Shackelford ladies, oh, those two women have mouths on them, and they tell their story about yellow fever and how they came back to town after they'd been out in the country trying to avoid it. And they found their husband's marker there in the cemetery, and they didn't know, I mean, they knew he had died, but they didn't know anyone had bought it, and it said, inscribed, loudly inscribed, this marker was placed by Dr. Shackelford's lady friends. Oh my goodness, does that start a big hullabaloo? Who were those lady friends? You know, what was
Sounds
that?
like R.W. dilemma.
Well, it sounded more like a Gene Watson song. I think you're out doing what I'm here doing without. Is what, if y'all remember that song? I think that was it. And I learned that at 6 years old from Ken Rainey. I appreciate that. We'll be right back. More coming up about the big tour that is coming to Meridian that you can come see. It's live. It's something to see. More information on the way.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue.
American Portable Buildings not only has buildings, but they also have trailers. They're budget friendly, zero down, no credit check. Come take advantage of these savings today. Take a look at all they have to offer. If it's a trailer you need, they have them from 12 foot to 16 foot to 18 foot, even car haulers. If you're tired of having to borrow a trailer every time you need one, see them today. Call 601-693-6200 or drop by for a visit at 4838 Old Homestead Road in Meridian. Grass cutting season is here, and if you need a new lawnmower, drop in and visit our friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have size yard you have. Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Visit our friends at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. It is Tuesday morning. We welcome you into the show and remind you to wear a short sleeve shirt today due to the fact it will be 93 to 97 with that heat index.
You know, it's going to be hot under that hat.
Well, that's why I wear straw.
Just don't breathe.
I quit wearing those felts during the summer because
keeps a lot of heat in.
Man, I'm telling you, I'd go through 3 or 4 of them during the summer. We always buy a new one to wear in the fall after it's cooled out. Because you tear up a hat once a year, it gets trademarked, so to speak.
It doesn't take long.
No, it does not. Hey,
You can't throw them in the dishwasher.
No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't like water. Hey, we were out and about yesterday on 14th Street, going along about where the pain clinic is there, and I was talking to Wade Parker, and we couldn't help but notice the 25 police cars that went by us. So I thought, well, we better go. And this is what we got. Now, I want to point this out, although this is still hanging on the side of this home. This house was sold a few years ago. It's no longer the locksmith. It's a private individual that owns this house now.
Nothing to do with the Shepherd family or the Blackwell family. Strictly a private residence, non-affiliated.
So let's hit play and just see what goes on there, Odie. What do you think they're doing there? Selling cookies?
Well, you know, maybe they needed a key to the jail. And they just wanted to see if they could still get one.
Well, if you'll watch this door, this porch up here, there 2 people were escorted out of there. Now, the Meridian Police Department have not announced the official charges, but we're pretty sure this warrant was issued, had something to do with narcotics, maybe a stolen car. We see one person, a female, being taken across here, and then some blue shorts appear up here on the porch, and they were also escorted across. And again, we have not officially gotten all the charges that went on with this, and the police will remain there for quite some time. As we see, ambulances are always called to the scene when they do things of this nature. And I no kidding, I jokingly said 25 MBI. You'll see them on scene there. But this was, I counted, and I could have missed one, but I counted 19 police cars at one time there on scene. That's pretty serious there.
It kind of goes back to old Tater Salad when he was talking about getting thrown out of that bar. You know, he says, I don't know how many it was going to take, but I knew how many they was going to use.
You know, and that was a valid point. Now here's the footage when we got there and we watched this kind of unfold. We did do a live, and I'll just drag this across as you see this, of the many police officers that worked on this, and it was a lot. The right hand, I think at one point I turned around and showed this, but this right hand lane all the way back down the road here was just covered with cop cars, so it was blocked for quite a while there. And you know, when they come across, they block the intersection. It was like boom.
Yeah. Nobody in or out.
And we will now. More happened with this. I've got extra video, Odie, that may or may not in the end have something to do with this, but we got more video should charges develop. So we'll wait and see. I got that still saved there in case we need that. As we go to a few more things, last night, did anybody hear the sound of pop? Pop, 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 pop. You know, we're near 29th Street. Did you hear it?
No, I missed that one.
Toledo had to come out.
Uh-oh.
It was reported that gunfire happened near Azalea Apartments. Toledo was on the scene. And here he went. Boogie there, boogie there. The shooter commenced to running.
Oh, that just makes Toledo mad.
It did. And then he ran behind a door and slammed it closed. It was surrounded, and shortly after, the man gave himself up. Now, fortunately, no one was hit, no one was injured, but he did have one of those firearms running around and displaying it and discharged it, and that will get you into trouble.
Yeah.
The only thing that I'm unclear is I don't know that if he was mad at someone or if it was just why he did it. I don't know the details of why he fired a weapon. Is there more to it? We hope to find out. But that happened somewhere. I want to say it was around 8:30. Is when all that went down.
The calmness of the night.
Yeah. I was, me and Ellie were getting ready to brush our teeth and call it a day. She was wanting an extra treat, and we were discussing the situation there. She's a convincing little soul there.
It just makes you feel bad. You go get up.
I know, and Angie says I give in. That's why they don't respect me.
Well, Bert, when I get home, I take Bert out. Bert comes in going, hey, I need a treat. And I said, yeah, you're right. And then when Amy comes home, he goes, hey, will you take me out? And then comes back in and gets another treat. Yeah.
That's about what our dogs do there.
He knows.
But, here's the police on scene last night as we look at this. And again, no injuries, no one harmed. Thank goodness. Situations like this can escalate into something bigger sometimes.
Yeah.
We've had an uptick here the last week or so. We've had a car shot and a home shot. Fortunately, no humans.
Well, I mean, if you shoot straight up in the air, that bullet's coming down somewhere.
I heard you slipped out of the house in the middle of the night. Is that true?
Yeah, we hour in the morning, about 12:15.
Did your wife know you done this, or did she reach over and you were gone?
No, as I was leaving, she was like, where are you going? And I said, gotta go.
She said,
duty calls.
It did. And here's what duty was doing, y'all. This is mile marker 152 on the off-ramp. As we look at this, and this is, Odie, had this been a loaded 18-wheeler, we would be needing a new exit.
Yeah, there would have been more people than us up. That would have.
Look at this. When that thing has that little thing there and it says flammable, I believe them. But somehow
Yes.
miraculously this truck was just empty?
It was empty, which is normally also an empty tanker is more dangerous than a full tanker. But this one was filled with a mixture of gasoline and oil. So it didn't have the explosive characteristics.
Look at the damage there. Look at that.
Yeah, come from most likely a brake pad, a brake locking up, and the tire catching on fire. He was able to get off of the interstate and get on the exit ramp. Very smart move, but Simmons just picks the thing up like a little wheel toy and drives the truck right up under it and lowers it straight down on top of it. But
now,
yeah.
I also had someone that we got some video footage. Let me see if I can find that. Here is the video footage of when the fire broke out. I want y'all to look at this. This is how this began. See it burning there?
When you've got a tanker truck and you've got flames, it's typically okay time to get up and head that way.
Well, that was quite the fire last night as we watch all of this, and fortunately on this also no injuries. But
Right.
gonna need a new trailer to say the least.
Yeah, you can't even buff that one out.
Yeah, no buffing on this one there. But that was some of the things that happened in the early morning hours. This would start around 12:30ish, and it was almost 3 before everything was cleaned up. Correct?
Completely done. Yeah, we're about 2:45. We were able to leave.
And the bad thing
Michael
is Chick-fil-A is not open yet.
No, I mean
What
the
do you-
little chicken minis.
Yeah.
Golly, me and Chief was out there. Engine 1, Engine 3 was out there. Engine 5 was coming. Yeah, we was all hungry.
Yeah. And you know the guys out at Long Creek and Clarkdale also got some more exercise. I tried to get a recapture of that time that we got that ice cream cone inside of the Dollar General, but he didn't want to play yesterday. So here's the scene here as we go back out to Clarkdale. And again, this would I've been there as this has happened before. As we hit play on this, we had that same, I believe it to be the same cooler would have an electrical issue one more time.
I'd say it's about time to replace that compressor or something.
And here it comes, boogie there, boogie there. Long Creek coming in, keep driving it in. And as we take a look around, they blocked this off for everybody's safety there. Long Creek arrived to help out the Clarkdale fire and rescue as well there. The guys went in and it was handled very quickly. Had that burnt smell there for a little while.
Hey, yeah, we'll give you the EBGBs.
So a few of the things that went on there. And the fire departments just, it was not a red letter day for, and it, you know, if we need to put together somebody who knows this family for clothes sizes, I want to say it was a father and at least 2 children. There could be a wife, and I'm just not aware. It was just what I was hearing as I was there at the fire yesterday in Lauderdale, and they lost their entire home. There's absolutely nothing left of this as we look at this. It is gone. Everything that they owned had nothing left.
Back here in the
Reach
back.
out with some sizes.
Everybody's out home,
Yeah, if
though, right?
anybody knows this family, please get that to us. Here's a still picture as we look at this, and man, that fire was. And again, it's tougher, and y'all got to remember on the rural route of everybody getting there, they're at work and they hear the alarm go off of help is needed, and they take off and come as quickly as they can. By the time the guys got there and by the time it was even seen, because I talked to a neighbor, and he said, you know, I was in the house, and he said, I went out on my porch, and he thought, oh, I smell something. And he looked down the road, and he could see a flame. They were not at home when it happened. And thank goodness. But they've lost everything that they've got. So if you live in the Lauderdale community and know what they need, sizes, send that to us. We will definitely put that out there for folks to do a helping hand to help them out.
Yeah, send us some sizes because we know it's not easy. I know Red Cross was out there to help them.
I stopped at, I guess it's now the Double Quick. Is that what they call it?
Yeah, Double Quick.
There in Lauderdale, because I done got a mighty thirst and had to have a Coca-Cola. And I went up in there, and the young lady that was the cashier told me that back in, it was 7 or 8 years ago, she said she lost everything she had. And she goes, golly, I feel for that family. And you don't think about this. You think about what your clothes, what it costs. You go buy a pair of blue jeans and a shirt. You're looking at $150 now for 2 items.
And now you need everything. You need underwear, socks, shoes.
Oh, and let's throw in some groceries in the cabinet. Maybe your freezer's got something in it. And in your knickknacks, insurance is not, you may have it, but by the time that you buy furniture to replace, you'd have to be overly insured to ever come out
to
on
replace
something.
everything.
Yeah. Not to mention your memories that go up in smoke.
That's your sentimental value that goes with that home is outrageous compared to everything else, and you'll never get it back. There's absolutely no way to get that back. Hey, my buddy Mac Erston is with us. Hey, Booger, how you doing, brother?
His
Miss
name
you.
is Booger.
Well, that's just what everybody calls him.
Okay, I would request a new nickname.
Well, me too.
Yeah,
You got,
I just can't look at you and say, Ann, your name is Booger from now on.
I answer to Cutie Pie.
Oh, there you go.
Cutie Pie.
That'll work. Yeah.
One time when I was working, I had a customer named Cutie May.
Yeah.
Cutie May Patterson, I'll never forget. Of course, that was a long time ago, but you just don't forget those names. do
No, you don't. It sticks with you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what was going through my mind of another person you and I both may know.
It was in a movie?
They would hand out more fans. I would say her nickname, but I'm going to lay off of that.
Why, you can't hurt it. You've already done something to upset her this morning already.
Oh, dear.
Bless her heart there.
You need some counseling. Can I counsel with you while I'm here?
He needs counseling bad on what he can and can't say.
I mean, she handed out these ugly pictures of me and Odie in pub. See that picture back there on the wall? Back there, me and Odie? She made fans out of those and handed them out at the last full moon on 5th.
For free.
Just
free?
Anybody that wanted a fan of me and Odie.
That's $20 a fan.
Well, you could make big bucks off of
That's
that.
what we were trying to say.
You can't see that picture good from where you're at to understand
Which
why
is
we
a
did.
good thing.
Correct. We got it hid on purpose.
On purpose.
Y'all doing, Mike?
That's exactly this.
I'm seeing
I had a dog and Odie wanted to touch the dog.
I don't know who came up with the photographer for that. But we're not going to use him again no more.
It was the dog owner, wasn't it?
I think so.
All Odie's fault. All I got to say about all of that. Still to come, we're going to go back and talk some more about what's coming up at the tour at Rose Hill Cemetery. Plus, we're going to tell you about a few accidents that happened around town yesterday. We had a pole that got a car up in it, right up in front of the business center.
Oh, that don't work out.
It hurt. It hurt. We'll be back to tell you more about it.
I'm Laura King here at the Diabetes Institute. I'm a family nurse practitioner that is board certified in advanced diabetes management. Wanted to let you know that we're here right off of North Hill Street for all your diabetes needs. We are located right next door to Squealer's Barbecue, and we are open from Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We accept all types of insurances. Wanted to also let you know that we take care of type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes. We'll do gestational diabetes patients as well as pre-diabetes. We have in-house lab. We also do a point of care A1C so that you will leave the clinic that day knowing what your A1C is. Again, we're here off of North Hill Street, right next door to Squealer's Barbecue, and we'd love to see you for all your diabetes needs.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Spring is here. It's time to get your lawn looking its best with Kubota mowers. Paris Tractor's Kubota Z232 KW42 is the perfect mower for a pristine lawn. And now, you can own one with payments as low as $95 a month. Visit Paris Tractor today and take advantage of this amazing offer. 2.99% APR financing now through 6/30/25. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
More.
than a tractor store.
The Scotty Ray Report Studio is sponsored by Environmental Masters, providing hassle-free heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services since 1957. Now servicing Meridian homeowners.
And welcome back as we get this day underway there. Now, let's talk about, does it cost anything to come to this?
No, it doesn't. And I want to mention that we are a community event. We partner up with Stage 2, the theatrical group.
Right.
The parking's free right there at Calvary Baptist Church. Their parking lots. Meridian High School students are helping this year, plus various other community members. It's really a community event. And so it's just, you come out and you see your friends and you listen to stories, and it's just a fun time, an unusual fun time. We don't have any loud music because I'm going to tell you, storytellers are terrified of loud music. That gets, you're having to compete with all those sounds. But anyway, other than that, we're just one of those really good events here in Meridian.
This Rose Hill Cemetery is what she's talking about. What date will it be on? Is it this coming?
This Saturday. This Saturday, I would suggest get there about 5:30. We move the line as fast as we can. We're excited that we still have that much interest, that we do have a large number of people. I want to emphasize we've never had any problems as far as anything.
Well, police come out and help with this.
The police come out, and we do have the sheriff there with us too. So, but we've never had
everything.
Oh, do you remember when you played a part? And
I did it for about 7 years.
You sure did.
Enjoyed every single minute of it. And
it's just,
I want to say this about there: it is free.
It is
but
free.
There is a little cost that you and the association have to put up with every year.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bucket, and when you come out, if it touches you,
that's right,
and you want to throw something in the old bucket, throw something in the bucket.
Yes, do
because
that.
There is a little cost to put these, not just put it on, but to keep all the stuff
just
together.
Everything. You just making copies of scripts and things that we use. Yeah, it does cost money. Now I try to write a grant or two, but it's gotten so competitive. The grant awards, so competitive that sometimes I feel like we're left out. But I would never say that. Y'all don't tell anybody I said that, okay? But yeah, we do have cost, and we just usually pay for it ourselves. This is the most generous, exciting group of volunteers, and we're all volunteers. I'm a volunteer, and we don't mind it. If we have to pull a few bucks out of our pocket to put this on, we don't mind. Now, last year we did have a group of raccoons there.
You know,
did they participate?
You remember when they tried to rob the Exxon store over there, and it was 5 coons that broke in that? Do you remember that?
I do. Well, I believe
the alarm off and everything.
It may have been.
Yeah.
It was 5 here. I told you about the Shackleford ladies. You know, they wear those long dresses, and those
squirrel get up in there and it's easy.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Those raccoons were in a single line headed right towards the Shackleford ladies, and I said, Ethel, watch out, because I could just see them running up their leg or something, you know. So exciting things do happen there at the cemetery tour.
Come on out.
Come on out.
Give
It's
us the
fun.
times that it began.
Well, it's 6 until 8 p.m. and we do have stadium lights in the out there, so it's never really dark. But the time hasn't changed, so it's dusky dark at 8 o'clock. And 6 to 8, and just come out and get in line. And Saturday night, Mr. John Burton is our gatekeeper. He will entertain you until you get to go in the front gates.
One last question. I know you said you had to get somewhere, but one final question. What have y'all? I know you help out also with the Railroad Museum. Anything new going on down there?
Oh my gosh!
Y'all got anything that you need to mention?
Yes, I do. We're on a campaign to get the titles in our name on those 2 old coaches behind us, Miss Alva, and also the Southern coach. We know they're ours. They were left to us in a will probably 20 years ago. But because they have set where they sit on city property, that's a little complicated. So we're dying to get those titles where I can write grants and get those refurbished. We want to make a coffee shop out of the old Southern, and we'd like to make a little movie theater out of Miss Alva, because Robert Redford and Natalie Wood did that old coach was in, Miss Alva was in a movie called This Property is Condemned. And everyone, I promise you, everyone that comes to tour our museum, they are hankering to get in those 2 old cars. Yeah. We've got to get
So
them.
that's in the. How hard is it going to be to track down the wheel to prove that it's yours? Is that a tough job?
Well, we've got proof.
Okay.
We're taking it to city council right away.
Okay.
We have proof, but because they've sat on city property, that may be a little confusing. But we're willing to work hard, make a campaign, save Miss Alva. Let's save Miss Alva, and put it out to the community, and then contact the lines, the Canadian Pacific and the Amtrak, all of the lines, to say, hey, help us, because this is part of your heritage, really. It's part of your heritage. And so that's the biggie right now. We've gotten through some other problems, but we're ready to go on that.
Push forward.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in. It's as always, it's a pleasure to speak with you, because you got so much going on in your world.
I got a lot going on, and I'd like to work as hard as I can, as long as I can. But
somebody had brought this up, and can a mobility scooter make it through? And it's going to be tough to get a scooter through the cemetery. And I guess if they just stayed on that path, if you had somebody with you, well, it's a kind of a gravel driveway. You would have to sit back and really pay attention.
And have someone with you.
Have somebody with you.
But yeah, I think they could. I mean, baby strollers get through. So I think they could. Just bring someone with you. We may even have an extra guide that could walk along with you. But if you want to see it, and that's the only transportation you have, I encourage you to come on out and let us help you get around and hear the stories.
Yep. Now, do you still do the play edition?
Well, we did that for 3 years, and we just didn't have enough people come out. I wish we had a bigger crowd.
That was different. I did that one or twice. That was really interesting.
Well, we were at the Temple Theater one time, and at the Meridian Little Theater 2 times. We took it on stage, and a few of us wrote the script. It was just a lot of fun, but there was so much competition going on on a Sunday afternoon. That's when we did it on Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. So, hey, it could happen again. We're exploring new avenues. But again, I just want to thank Mr. Walton Moore. Of course, they're both passed, but and Mr. Ward Calhoun, for encouraging me to step up and work this up. And
I want to tell this little story about Walton. If you ever met him, you'd love him to death.
Yes, you would.
He gave this tour anytime somebody came by.
Is that the fellow that was so interesting?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know his name, but he really he was.
And if there was his phone number,
he was
up
colorful.
There. Yes, he was. And he told that by himself anytime somebody wanted to.
He would.
So that very first one, it was a double day. There was the National Teachers Association was here, and that was done Friday night for them, and then Saturday night was done for everybody else. And me and Walton were standing up on top of the little point there, the little hill, and he said, I just really hope that we get people to come out. And I started looking around, and my eyes got that big around, and I said, Walton, I don't think that's our problem. He said, what do you mean? I said, turn around. And he turned around. He said, oh, my God. Somebody call the police. We had cars all the way down, or some of the cars, but the people at 6 wide went down the sidewalk, all the way down 8th Street, all the way back up. We're talking 6 deep.
I remember.
We started at 6 o'clock, and I think we stopped talking about 1 o'clock in the morning.
1 in the morning, yeah.
It was like, I was thirsty. but it was great.
The media reported 4,000 people, and I don't doubt it.
I can see it too.
But we can, we don't have those numbers any longer. We're around 1,000 maybe if the weather, according to the weather.
Right.
Football games too. 600 or 800. You can pretty well decide you'll have that many. And we've refined it until we can get you through in 2 hours now. Some of our storytellers just don't want to stop their story.
Long-winded.
A little bit. I'm not going to name any names, but they're
names.
little. And so we say, please stop your story about 7 minutes long. That's long enough. And they go on and on and on. I may be one of those, but
those things happen.
Those things happen.
Again, Saturday night is the time to be there. We look forward to seeing you. We'll come out. And any food trucks this year?
With no food trucks.
No food trucks. Okay.
I always want the church to grill burgers. I want them to make some money, but they just couldn't get it together this year.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we do appreciate it. It's all happening Saturday night. Rose Hill Cemetery, 8th Street is where you'll find it, next to Calvary Church. Can't miss it there. Thank you so much for being part of the show this morning.
Y'all are so generous with your time. And you look pretty cute in the picture back there.
Oh, hush. You and Shirley.
Hurry up and go to commercial.
Let's face it, accidents are going to happen. If a deer jumps out in front of your car, go see my friends and professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop in Center Hill. Chet can help you navigate through this confusing world of insurance by providing photo estimates to insurance companies and the right to choose the body shop of your choice. From a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop. Philadelphia Gun & Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun & Pawn.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Hey,
she's outside the room.
That's a ghost that's just talking about a cemetery.
Absolutely there. This is one of those accidents we had yesterday afternoon, Highway 19 in the 500 block. This would be near 5th Street is where it would be. And I am glad I'm not a policeman that has to piece it together and go, well, this is what happened.
Because, reconstruction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because as we look at this, I go, what happened? As you'll see, we got a black car here damaged, and we got a car under here that struck the pole.
Ow.
And as we turn this, I don't have a clue. Look, that was a lick. Oof. And I don't know what happened. I'll just put it that way. But an accident did. There was no major injuries, anything like that. Metro did respond to the scene to check everybody out. That's right next to Mid-South Welding. But you can see there, it's a pretty good look on that car, too.
Yeah, it was.
Some still pictures as you look at that. This Bud's for you. Pretty neat picture, wasn't it?
I remember that old store. It was an old Super Stop or Exxon there for a while, and you could get some brand new used tires there anytime you wanted.
Brand new used tires, yep. Like new to you.
Like new to you.
There you are. We had somebody had a quarter pounder attack right up the road there as they were waiting to go to Mickey D's there. And we had a little minor accident there in front of McDonald's there. Nothing serious, Odie, but it did damage and blow out a tire there. Damage to the right side of that pick-em-up truck.
Ooh,
and
that's a busy intersection.
It is. There. Road was blocked for just a short time there yesterday afternoon as they waited for the wrecker to come load all that up and get the roadway cleared. And fortunately, it was before the heavy afternoon traffic hit.
Good deal.
So they got that taken care of also. Now as we go to Neshoba County.
Ooh.
Yeah, we call it a rollover accident. And we do see a lot of these. This would be on County Road 147 is where this here was next to County Road 604. Sideways she went there. You get to see some undercarriage on this one as well. A lot of this happens day in, day out in our neighborhood. We try to get as many of them as we can as we turn to that. Now, downtown Meridian, I'm sure that this is going to be, it's probably still there today as you come over the 22nd Avenue Bridge by Weidman's.
Coming into downtown.
Right.
Yep.
They've been working on the alley, and this is what this is. Let me blow that up. This is kind of blocked off there where the workers can come in and out of that alley.
Not worry about getting hit.
Yep. So one day we'll be able to tell you that that is done. They're still working on that infrastructure underneath, getting all that taken care of before anything is built.
It's okay, because when it gets done, I think it's going to be nice.
So we're looking forward to it. It'll be a different, and it'll really start changing the way downtown Meridian looks at having these little projects going on. We're proud for it. Glad that that's happening. And I think it's already paid for, wasn't it done by private funds?
I think so. Yeah. I don't think taxpayers' money was used for that.
I bump into these guys all the time. They're constantly working on something, about putting in a hard day's work there. This was 49th Avenue. This would be right near 5th Street. The road beside McDonald's, 49th there?
Yeah.
As it goes down toward the Lauderdale County Co-op and Budweiser.
That's right.
This was right there at that red light. And they've been working, they worked over by 40th Avenue and 40th Street for about a week there. I see them all over.
They are everywhere.
Working.
Yeah.
So,
they're everywhere.
So be on the lookout for that. And another thing that we need to bring up, and we don't know how long this is going to be. In Clark County, if you call 911, you're being transferred to Wayne County now, to the 911 operators, and then they will call someone on the radio to come. Howard Industries is expanding, and an AT&T line was struck, and they don't know how long it will take to get that fixed, as you see that.
But I can promise you're not in any kind of a risk.
No.
They've got this down. It's immediately switched over. They've got radio communication, and they're stepping up doing the same exact thing. You're not going to notice a difference, but it's good to know exactly what's going on.
I spoke to Anthony yesterday afternoon, and he wanted to stress that everything is business as usual. You'll be taken care of. It's just in a different county there. So big thank you to Wayne County helping out Clark County during their little issue there.
Yeah.
Those things do happen to each county from time to time.
We call that the coup.
It is. And I was just on a sheriff roll, and I went over to Choctaw County, Alabama yesterday afternoon. And as me and Scott were talking about this, and he wants everybody to know it's on track as they're building the new jail in Choctaw County, Alabama. Look at this. They coming on.
Gonna be a. Do you say it's gonna be a nice one?
I don't know how you word that about jail.
It's gonna be a solid one.
Maybe that's the better wording of it. Sure is a solid place there. No escapees this week.
Oh, me. Yeah.
But if you were a criminal, go ahead and watch how it's being built so you'll know where the rooms are.
Go ahead and pick yours out.
Oh,
Can I get the third one on the left?
We got word this is coming up on the 25th there where they're going to pass a city council meeting has been called to pass the budget for next year. It will be happening there at the George Thomas Auditorium.
Yeah, Thursday, third floor. So go by there and
you can sit and listen.
Sit and listen to them and see how they're spending your money.
Oh, and we had a good word on this. These pups were actually, we think, stolen. From the southeast area. I spoke with Brian McCary late yesterday afternoon, and he said the dogs were found, but the collars had all been swapped on them. You know, they were chipped dogs.
Yeah.
And they've been found and returned to the owner. So that's good. And here's the pups. There were two Great Danes. This one as an adult, and that's it as a pup.
Look at there. Got his old tongue hung out.
Yeah, resting up there. So that being a part of it there. We also want to bring this up in Philadelphia. There's some construction going on up there at 485. Lane closure for construction, just keep that in mind. And I want to say that the bridge is getting reopened. You know how you take the back way into Walmart and those areas?
Yeah.
Turn by the hospital,
take that left.
go to the cemetery, and that bridge has been out down there past warehouse or around that curve.
By the old cabinet place.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is almost ready to be reopened, and that shortcut to Williams Brothers will be flowing traffic. It may be already open. I need to ask Eric about all that.
Yeah, boy, that was the way to go.
Sure was. You got one lane traffic the other way.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about this. I meant to do this. Would happen last Friday, and I wanted to bring this up. We had an accident on Highway 493.
Yeah.
It involved a power line getting struck, and it flipped a truck. Not all my pictures are here, but let me show you this, Odie. We also want to bring this up. I don't know what happened there. Some construction going. Well, let's see. Here it is. There's the truck there. And let me see here. There we go. There's the picture I was trying to get to. It caught that power line and it just flipped it into the weak spot.
Oh, boy.
Two nice guys we sat and talked to for the longest over there, and they were okay. But it caught it and it just flung that truck upside down.
Wow, they'd already delivered their TV, I think.
Well,
maybe not.
Somebody didn't get their TV. The refrigerator was okay. It didn't work out so well for the TV. So I don't know what to say when you're going to get your TV.
Yeah, we had to order you another new one.
I'm pretty sure it didn't make it out of that box there. It had issues going on.
Just send it back.
It was whoops.
Oh, talking about out of the box. Here's one off the road.
Oh, yeah, this was at pasture. Off in the pasture, it went there, and I was expecting coffee from the homeowner, Lisa, and she's yet to bring me any. Even her husband said he ain't got none. Me and him talked about it there for a few moments.
So just couldn't get any help. Right?
I'm telling you, these girls I graduated with, the older they get, the less they want to do. Lisa, come on. Give Sam some coffee. These young men wrecked in front of their house around 3 a.m. And it'd take a little time to get everything in the cows and everything back up there. But Lisa,
make sure the fence was up.
I'm going to call her Lisa No Coffee.
Sam tried to wake up here. Need a little help.
You know, she's the one, if you'll remember, she'd gotten a new modular home, and they took out the power for everybody. And it wasn't her fault. It was the delivery crew that decided to deliver it like at 9 p.m. during a rainstorm.
Oh, it'll fit.
And they took out power, and nobody had power. And everybody was going, whose fault is it? And I easily could have said Lisa Nicholson real quick, Lisa Goldman, and I didn't. And they would have come saw it. No, I didn't tell a soul.
Y'all don't tell nobody.
No, don't bring that up.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Hey, welcome to Kia Meridian.
We're a family-owned business that has been serving the community for 25 years.
If you're looking for a new Kia, we have them. And if we don't, we'll find it.
No stress, no hassle, just the best deals. And right now we can get rates as low as 0%.
Shop local, get the car you want. And be a part of the Kia Meridian family.
Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing, or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Grass cutting season is here, and if you need a new lawnmower, drop in and visit our friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have the size yard you have. Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Visit our friends at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494. Welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray and Odie, as we get your Tuesday morning officially underway. Let's go back over this weather of what's going to be happening. high of 93 today. The heat index will soar to 97. Tomorrow we get a 40% chance of rain in the forecast with a threat of severe weather from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow night. Level 1, 60-mile-an-hour gusts could happen with winds as they come in with these storms. Isolated thunderstorms. No mention of tornadic activity tomorrow night, but heavy rain from time to time. Then we move into Thursday and we jump up to about a 60% chance of rain, and that could vary over the next couple of days before it gets here, but 60 to 70% chance of rain on Thursday also. So if you've got patches you've been waiting to go plant, now would be the time to get it in the ground today, or I'd say by 1 o'clock tomorrow, you get a little rain on them.
Get you some hay and spray over on top of it so you can keep your
And a lot of
seeds
people
there.
like to wait to that first weekend of October, and I don't have my crystal ball working today to tell you whether or not. I just know that rain will be here Wednesday, Thursday, so you could get
Take advantage of it.
Yes, do it while you can there.
Yes.
And then we'll start seeing, after this rain moves out, basically 85 to 86 degree weather for a couple of weeks.
Burr.
October is coming, Odie.
Yeah.
We're going to start seeing chili being cooked.
I can't wait.
I love me some chili.
My daughter and my grandson love chili, so I've got to cook that
And
coming
for
up.
whatever reason, it makes you just kind of steer toward Wendy's.
Wendy's got some good chili.
Yeah.
I got to make mine hot for me and Braylon, and then everybody else gets the regular chili. Amy doesn't like it spicy. I'm getting Amy a little bit more used to some spice.
I can't do that.
Memory doesn't like it really hot. She'll get on me sometimes. Now Braylon, he loves it spicy.
Odie, it makes my innards burn.
You just got to get used to it.
I can't do it. I just do without. I like regular stuff.
I might have to go by Wendy's get some chili today because you done talked it up.
That is good stuff.
Yes, it is. What's
Those ladies there next to Chick-fil-A are always so sweet with that.
Mm-hmm.
So check them out sometime.
Please bring back the salted caramel.
They're not doing it, Odie. I already
know
talked to
it.
them. I talked to her last week. She said,
Well,
tell
we'd
Odie
love
no.
for it.
She said no.
I really want one.
What was that song that was it the way you can't always get what you want?
Can't always get what you want.
Who sang that? They sang The Wait also. Or is that the same song?
No, I don't. I can't remember. Amy, what was it?
Pulled
You
into
tell me.
Nazareth. I was feeling about half past something. Anyway, we remember some things and some things we don't. So there you go. We got any birthdays this morning?
Well, we got Mark Keaton turning the big 52, the Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones.
Yeah. Caroline Snowden, the big 3 today. But here we go. You ready? We got a birthday going out. Mayor Percy Bland.
How old is he?
Double nickels.
Really?
Yeah. Happy birthday, Mayor. Happy birthday, Mark. And happy birthday, Caroline. Y'all have a wonderful day today.
Big happy birthday to Eddie Seipel, having one from Kemper County. You know, Seipel Mills.
Yeah.
He's having a big birthday there. Rita Null has a birthday. And also, I used to work with him. Lee Taylor used to be on the radio with him.
Taylor. Well, you know, Rex.
He was in with us but a few weeks ago talking about the pastor.
You know, Rex, Charlene, the one that has to put up with Charlene now.
God bless him, yes.
Yeah, God bless him. You know, he's part of that Disciples gang.
I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
his mama was Disciples.
Wow.
Yeah, small world.
It is. Big deal there. We want to say a big thank you for each and every one of y'all jumping in there and watching this morning. We certainly enjoyed all the stories of what's coming up at the cemetery this weekend for the tour.
I can't say that. You will enjoy that tour. It is great. Take the kids. They will love it. Yes, it's in the cemetery. Yes, it's at night. But it is not a spooky deal. It's not a scary deal. It is strictly educational. and
All
you will
depends upon your
enjoy it.
date.
Yeah.
We ready to have a Bible verse? You got one for us?
Let's see. Can we? Here we go. All right.
Daniel says it was the band. Was the name?
The band. Okay. Now Daniel, I know he used to work for the Buzz.
Yeah. We getting the band back together.
Getting the band back together. Ephesians 2 verse 18. For through him we both have access. to the Father by one Spirit. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost as one. And don't forget, tomorrow morning, 8:30, College Park Methodist Church. Gonna start the little sermon, a little bit of talking, and then 9 o'clock starts the Bible reading marathon. They're going to start there on page 1. They're not going to stop reading until they get to the very end of it. It'll be sometime Saturday. Go by there if it's just on your way home, or go by the house, pick up the kids, bring them back. There's going to be chairs. There's going to be some tents. There's going to be a prayer tent that you can sit there and pray. Continue to pray for Rachel Spears, dear friend, great family. She's doing better, doing good, and just continue to pray for her. But I tell you, if you want to talk to a preacher, just do one of those numbers. If not, they're not going to bother you. They're not going to sit there and hound you. But a Bible read, get it down there to the soul. Y'all have a wonderful day. We love y'all.
See you tomorrow.